Om af te sluiten ga ik hier in het centrum aan enkele pelgrims vragen wat hun meest memorabel moment was tot nu toe. C'était quoi le moment le plus mémorable sur le chemin jusqu'ici?
C'est quand j'ai commencé de Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port jusqu'à Roncevaux, qui était quand même assez dur, mais des paysages magnifiques.
Alors moi, les plus beaux moments, c'est surtout donc le début, et c'est surtout quand je me lève et que je marche quand le jour se lève.
I think that the very first day, when crossing the Pyrenees, with all that landscapes, mountains, so different from Denmark, all that sheep and cows, horses living apparently in the wild. No fence, crossing the roads if they could. I like those freedom for the animals.
I think my most memorable day was actually the first day, so from Saint-Jean-de-Port to Roncesvalles. It was a really big day. We were really anxious, we were really nervous, feeling quite unsettled, and the people that we connected with along the way really kind of calmed our nerves, really helped support us, and we met some great people that supported us through the walk. It was physically taxing but mentally taxing, but I also think the most rewarding because we were climbing all those vertical meters, but everyone had such a good camaraderie about each other, and the sights and the sounds and finally getting into that walk and being in that space was probably the most memorable for me.
One of my most remarkable moments was in Obrero, where I decided that I was going to spend the night, and there was one bed left. People spend months; they book months in advance, and there was a community dinner.
And there was 40 or 50 people from 12 or 14 countries, and we have dinner together, and then everyone has presented him or herself.
I had a family of 29 people that I have been meeting at different times along the Camino, people who said their authentic reason.
And it was a very emotional and a very interesting moment.
So my most negative memory was almost at Roncesvalles, and my body was just done. And I ended up sitting on the side of the path for half an hour trying to get my energy up to go the quarter of a mile to the albergue.
I started this Camino from France, from Lourdes. Then it was my fifth night in the village of Burgos. I stayed alone in an abandoned chapel. Just next to the chapel, there is an albergue, but nobody else was there. And no hospitalero, nobody else but me. The chapel beside me was very beautiful, and it has a garden. And I took wine in the garden alone, looking at the Pyrenean landscape. It was gorgeous.
My most positive moment was at a little church in Bizcarreta, and it was just a beautiful church, and there was a nun there that we had a lovely conversation with, and it was just a very heartfelt moment for me.
Eh bien, ça a été la soirée que j'ai passée dans une auberge de Nativo, et j'ai vu la dame préparer la paella devant nous, mettre tous les ingrédients et puis ensuite tout préparer, le poulet grillé et tout. Et surtout le plaisir de les manger tous ensemble autour de la table, manger cette paella.
What comes to my mind is it was one time when I was walking with other pilgrims along the road in the middle of nowhere in Spain, and then there was that person playing on accordion for all the pilgrims coming by, and they for some reason played a Russian song on it, and then a couple of sheep just also walked out of the field and started to walk by for some time, and then they just ran away, and I think that was a very interesting and special moment.
My most memorable day was day 3. We were walking towards Zulbiri, and once we got there we found a beautiful stream, and we weren't expecting it, and we both was able to swim, and it made me feel a little bit less homesick because I'm from Australia on the coast, and so we were able to swim after a long walk, which was really nice, and it was really cold and soothing. Unfortunately, that same day I did lose a shoe that fell off my bag, so in a way it was memorable in that way, but it was also quite funny, and we were able to laugh through it, and I think that's what the Camino has kind of taught me, is that you can do more than you think. You can walk further than you think. You can push yourself more than you realize, and that you can see the positives of things through other people being on the walk with you, and that you're never really alone.
Je crois que le moment le plus mémorable, c'est celui où je suis arrivée en haut de l'Alto del Perdón, parce que c'était pas prévu que j'y arrive vraiment. Et donc le fait que je sois arrivée là-haut et avec tout le monde et tout ça, je crois que c'était vraiment un très bon moment pour moi.
C'est quand je suis arrivée au Alto del Perdón avec les silhouettes en métal. Je fais un carnet de voyage donc où je mets mes remarques et mes réflexions et puis où je dessine ce que je vois et ce qui m'a frappé.
Moi, c'est pas un moment, c'est une impression, c'est la différence, le contraste entre les choses magnifiques comme les églises, les cathédrales, et les petites choses insignifiantes sur le chemin comme les petites fleurs violettes qui poussaient au milieu des pierres ou le petit tournesol qui fleurit au milieu de tous ces grands frères tournesols grillés.
Le deuxième moment, ça a été l'arrivée sur la cathédrale de Burgos que j'ai trouvé absolument extraordinaire et que je ne m'attendais pas à voir comme ça.
Pour moi, le moment le plus mémorable, c'est quand hier, je suis arrivée à Miraflores, en passant en arrivant à Burgos par le chemin qui suit le fleuve. Nous nous sommes arrêtés au monastère et le monastère de Miraflores est un tout petit peu en dehors du chemin, à 200 mètres, mais c'est un endroit merveilleux.
Les moments les plus mémorables, c'est les rencontres éphémères avec les autres, avec les pèlerins, les échanges. Moi, je suis pour les échanges au niveau des relations humaines et c'est ça qui est le plus important pour moi. Échanger, découvrir, écouter l'autre. Voilà pour moi le message.
Meeting pilgrims, bonding with them, saying hello to them, and then saying goodbye to them, and then saying hello to them again, and then saying goodbye to them again over and over throughout the journey has been very happy and very sad at the same time.
And it was so inspiring. It really cleansed me from the things that I was carrying and let me lay down my burden, and then also filled me and saturated me with so much faith and hope for humanity, just in terms of people's intentions. It was quite beautiful.
Ik had 16 dagen nodig om van Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port tot Burgos te stappen. Dat zijn er 3 meer dan 12 jaar geleden en dat komt hoofdzakelijk omdat ik regelmatig afweek van het uitgestippeld pad. En ook omdat ik toen 12 jaar jonger was. Dat was voor mij het meest remarkabele moment. Zoveel mogelijk verwijderd zijn van de lawaaierige Nationaal 135 en Nationaal 120 en genieten van de natuur. Nu, na Burgos is dat eigenlijk niet meer nodig. Ik herinner mij nog goed de wijdse vlakte van de Meseta. Tot binnenkort in een nieuw avontuur.